we are going to be chopping up this 2017 Vaquero exhaust, basically from the factory. They've got several baffles in the muffler, as well as I believe a catalytic converter. I'm not sure because I haven't pulled the side off yet to look, but it does look like it is in the right side of the bike, because I already got that one off. But realize there's pretty much no videos showing this at all. So how you get it off on this bike, if you want to perform this mod, is you take off your saddlebag, which it's just bolted on with a couple 10mm right there, and then 2 more 10s to get the mount holding the muffler off. And then inside here, you can actually see the back side of that clip. There's an 8 and a 10. You take them loose, you pull it out. On the other side, there's an O2 sensor. If you pull the, whatever this piece is called, and I can't think of it right now, fairing from the other side, you can just unplug it and it comes right off, and it's not a big deal. So basically, to get through this whole thing and get all these baffles out of it, this is what I'm going to use. It's a 1 1/4 hole saw. Bought it at Harbor Freight. I bought like a little kit that had 1 to 2 or something, and I don't know. And then I got this extension. It's a 1/4 inch. So there's some magic happening under that black tape, but I did that because I don't want it to get like stuck inside of here, and then after I start ripping on it, and then I got to deal with that shit show. We got 2 of them, so whenever I get past the first couple, man, something really sad. How did that happen? It's okay, I got touch-up paint. And then just because it's entertaining, we're gonna start it with no mufflers at all. Oh, it says error, I don't know. Will it run? Yes, it will. So the main problem with this is to get all the baffles out inside of here. Really, the easiest way to get them out is from this side. And I couldn't find this anywhere, so here you go. Oop, no, here, you know what? Let's do that. That's kind of what we're working with. So it kind of looks like the back side of the cat. Something the cat's actually like right here. But anyway, pretty much just take your hole saw, put it inside here, run it in there, and start it going. On this side, it's a little more difficult because of that. Because to get the baffles out, you want to be able to take it out from this side. So I'm actually going to cut mine right there and weld it back together. So, yep. If I don't get so frustrated, I want to throw them across the garage. I'll get some more video. All right. I actually just got through the first baffle. Really not too bad. Here it is right here. Obviously the hole saw was going on it, and it was clearly not straight, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So you got that out of there. I just put it on a 2x5 or 1x5, I guess. And that way it was kind of angled this way, but you can see big old hole in there, and it goes a lot further back now. So we're about to add this to the mix, lengthen this up a little bit, and go after the second one, the third one, and the cat. 35-40 minutes later, I was actually going to just put this up here, roll inside, mess with it tomorrow, but decided to go ahead and just knock one of them out, take a peek in. Well, obviously when you knock one out, makes you want to knock out the next one. So I knocked that one out. Then there's a cat, just like that. Cut this piece out, ends up staying in your hole saw. This one did not stay in the hole saw, but I actually ended up, it just fell out at the end. I did it all from this end as well. And really I just put it in there and started cutting, and every time it went through, I pulled that piece out. But cool thing about it, Is that, oh my goodness, it's straight. There's nothing in there anymore. So I think this is going to make a pretty big difference. I think it's also going to help quite a bit with the heat issues this bike has, because it does have some heat problems. Yeah, so this side's done. Honestly, I don't think you have to cut a few people said that you had to cut this off to get all of it out. With time, patience, and a magnet and cuss words, you can get it all out from this end, 100%. So yeah, I'm gonna get the other side done, and I'll toss it on the motorcycle and get you some sound. So this is day 2. I actually decided to take a break yesterday, and now we're back. So I got these plugs out. As you can tell, there's 3 of them, and whatever those are, don't know what that is. As you can see, did not have to cut that baby, and took nothing out of that end. So I got it all out of this side. It was a monster. Basically what you got to do is you really need to make sure that this pipe is actually tilted up. And the reason why is because when you're trying to get those things out, they'll fall in, and there's like this, it's almost like a muffler and a muffler inside. Well, it's a muffler. So it falls in between the inner wall and the outer wall, and it just bounces around in there like a freaking slot machine. So I had my best luck either turning it upright and looking straight down in it with the magnet there, flashlight right in your teeth, you know, or if you have a headlamp or something. I don't have anything fancy like that. Get a hold of it with that magnet, you know, shaking it around, get it to a place you can see it, stick a magnet to it, and fish it out. So this morning I think I have an hour invested, and probably 15 minutes of that maybe is actually cutting with the hole saw. So gonna get this puppy tossed back together, and we'll do a quick sound test. And there we be, got the pipes all back on. Went ahead and gave her a Missouri bath, which is, you know, quick detailer and a microfiber. But these vaqueros look pretty good in my opinion. Which if you're wanting to get a Harley, like a Street Glide, you're not 100% sure if you want to get one, these are a really cost-effective method of figuring out if you want a bagger or not. All right, sound test number 1. This is a cold start. Bike's warm, it's idling. Actually sounds really good compared to the noise it made before. You could even call that a noise. It definitely needs a fresh air tube plug. But minus the popping and the backfiring, it sounds pretty good. Alright, since we had all that crazy popping noise, what we're going to do is we're going to block off the fresh air for this thing. And what we're looking for to do is we're going to do this thing called the marble trick. And you'll see this hole right there, and that hole is what we want to plug, but we want to do it on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this off so we can get to the back of it, and we're going to plug it up. Probably not with a marble. That's just what the guys on the forums use. I'm going to use whatever I have laying around. So yeah. This is on the right side of the bike. Really the only thing I've done so far is I've removed the cover. It's these 4 little puppers right there, and make sure that you have some Loctite when you put them back on. They rattle out. All right, so once we pull that off of there, pretty easy. Just got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's got 2 10 mils to hold it in. Once you take that off, you got to unhook this connector here from the back of it. It's super easy if you get to it from the right. Get your hand on it, comes right out. And then this is the hose that we're actually wanting to block up. You'll notice it goes all up in there. We don't need this. Well, we actually kind of do, but you know, I don't care. I'd rather it be gone. So this should help with all that popping. What a lot of guys do online is they just take a marble and they shove it down in there and they put it back on the, yep. And that's the way she goes. So we're gonna find something to stuff in there.